Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay. Today we are going to go through IQRA book 2, page number 15. Okay, we have learned before in page number 14 about how we know how to read a mad. You remember, mad elongate the letter before the mad to 2 seconds, right? From ba becomes ba, just prolong. So now we are going to do some practice, okay, combining a few different letters together. I need you to focus on the number of dots. Focus on which letter has a mad, which letter without a mad. Because if it has a mad, the letter of the mad only needs to be prolonged. The letter without just stays as 1 second. Okay, so now let's look at page number 15. Look at your own books. Row number 1, you'll find that sa has a mad. So only a sa is prolonged. Tongue comes out. Sa, 2 seconds. Sa. Okay. Bata. 1, 1. Ba and ta doesn't have any mad. Okay. Now the second one. Sabata. Which one has the mad? It's only a ba. Right? So sabata. Don't prolong saba. Don't drag a sa. Okay. Next one. Sabata. Now your ba is prolonged, your ta is prolonged because both of it has a mad. Only your tha stays as 1 second. Alright, next one. Sabata. 2, 1, 2. Alright, can you see that your ba doesn't have any mad? So only ba stays as 1 second. Okay, so when you're talking about mad, do not be stingy. Okay, do not be stingy in the sense that sabata, it's like 1.5. It's like you want to prolong, you don't want to prolong. Okay, so just give its own right. 2 seconds. Sabata. Clear. Okay. Next row. Za. The alif belongs to your za, not your ba. It always belongs to the one before. Okay. Zabada. 1, 1. If it doesn't have any mad, do not drag the letter. Leave it. Ba. Da. Move on. If you need to think what is da, don't zaba. You're thinking what is da, you prolong. Do not do that. Okay, just leave ba, and then you think what's da, and then you repeat again. Okay, next one. Zabada. Ba. 2 seconds. Now your ba and your da is prolonged. So only za is 1 second. Zabada. 2, 2. The one in the back. Okay. Now, za is prolonged, ba 1 second, da is prolonged. See? The mad. So, zabada, bada. The ba, just drop it 1 second and then you move on to the next one. Do not drag. Okay? Third row. Tawaba. Ta. Only the ta. Next one, only the wa. Tawaba. Waba. Okay, now tawaba. Wa prolong, ba is also prolong. Got it? So you got to train yourself. Which one has the mad, you prolong it. Doesn't have your mad, you keep it at 1 second, you move on. Okay, next. Tawaba. Alright, now let's put it into practice. Okay, now this is ja. 2 seconds. Okay, now you see that there's a mad, meaning it belongs to your ja. Jahada. Fa'ala. Okay, only the fa is prolonged. Fa'qala. You'll find that when it's prolonged, fa, slow and steady. Qala, it's very fast. 1 second. You don't want to be dragging it. Qa, it becomes 1.5 second. That's it. Okay, that's not the right way. We want it to be just 1 second. Sharp. Kataba. See? Kataba. 1, 1. Next one. Nasa'a. Okay? The a, the bar right. Your sa is 2 seconds. You see an alif, right? Why don't we say nasa? It's sa if it does not have any hamza. Now the fact that the hamza is on top, the alif belongs to a, so it becomes sa a. 1 second, 1 second. Got it? Okay. طالب. Now your ta, right, that letter ta, it has another mud by the side. Okay, so do not refer it as tala. Okay, it's ta, right side, طالب. Gha, the vomit sound, غزاوة. Okay, so from O shape, then you smile. غزاوة. عالم. Ha, spicy ha. Do not say her. Okay, spicy ha. Hasad. Okay, by now you should be able to recognize these letters. If you find that following through this page is difficult for you, refer back to the previous videos in IQRA book number 1, whereby we were learning how to recognize every letter. Okay, continue. Na'ama. That till there, that is letter ma. Okay, now your la, this kind of la we've learned before, there is 2 seconds. La, and then the one that cuts across, that's your mad. So la will be 2 seconds. Lahab. Dalala. Okay, right side. And the last one. Okay, now all this is letter na, so we have to really focus which na is being prolonged, which one is kept at 1 second. Okay, so let's look at this. Your first na is has a mud, and your last na has a mud. Only the middle one is 1 second, so it becomes na na na, tu one tu, na na na, 1 2 1, na 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 na, 1 1 2 1, na na, 1 2, na na na, 1 2 1. See? Okay, so it's easy. You just have to really focus on your mad. Okay, so now I am going to read from the start, line by line. You repeat after me. Okay, so really focus on the dots. Focus on which one has a mud, which one doesn't have a mud. If it doesn't have any mud, do not prolong. If it has a mud, then you prolong it for 2 seconds. 2 harakat. Alright, so from the start. Thabata, 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 thabata. Alhamdulillah, very good. Okay, rule number 2. Zabada, 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 zabada. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Okay, so it can get a bit confusing, but really don't lose focus. As long as you know which letter has a mud, you won't go wrong. Okay, the third row. Tawaba, 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 tawaba. MashaAllah, subhanallah. Okay, let's continue, right? Jahada, fa'ala, thaqala, kataba. Very good, subhanallah. Yes, okay, continue. Nasa'a. 1 second. Okay. Nasa'a, talaba, ghazawa, alama. Aywa, alhamdulillah. Okay, very clear, right? Next one. Hasada, na'ama, lahaba, dalala. MashaAllah. Okay, awesome. Now the last one, the confusing one. Okay, so focus on your na. Okay, so I'll show you an example. Na 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 na. MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Very good. Okay, so now you are very clear on how which letter has a mud, which letter doesn't have a mud. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.